What is going on, everybody? How you all doing out there? I'm your host, Big T, right here with you tonight. And this is your WWE Monday Night Raw review and results show for today, Monday, May 19th, 2025. Again, I'm your host, Big T, right here with all of you today. Welcome to the show. Don't forget, guys, to leave your likes. Hit that like button, leave your comments, hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, donate to the channel using the PayPal link in the description of this video and every video that I do, and on the PayPal button on my YouTube homepage. Make sure you donate, and we got all that. We're going to talk about Monday Night Raw, so I hope you guys are ready. Alright, so WWE Monday Night Raw for Monday, May 19th, 2025, May 19th, how about that? Remember that whole deal with Kane all those years ago? On May 19th, Logan Paul makes his way out to the ring, and he talks about how he's going to beat Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event, blah, blah, blah. Gunther's music hits, he comes out, and then, Gunther basically tells Logan Paul, that, how cocky Logan Paul is being and how confident that he can beat Jey Uso. Gunther's like, well, you're this confident that you could beat the man that beat me at WrestleMania, and I look at this as you disrespecting me. So Gunther did not take kindly to Logan Paul. And Gunther did say that if Logan Paul would beat Jey Uso and Gunther goes one-on-one with him on June 9th on Monday Night Raw in 3 weeks from now, Gunther said that he will eat Logan Paul alive. Gunther, when he gets out of the ring to head to the back, Logan Paul cuts Gunther off and says he's not done talking to him yet. Jey Uso sneaks up behind Logan Paul, levels him with the super kick, and Jey Uso tells Logan Paul that it's a fact he will see him on Saturday night's main event. And then Jey tells Gunther that he will see him in Phoenix, Arizona on June 9th. That was that. Good way to start the show off. We get a video package of Roxanne Perez signing a contract to become an official member of the Monday Night Raw roster. So we got that. And now we got a tag team match. The Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD McDonough with Carlito in their corner going up against Penta and AJ Styles. So, really good match here. In the end, El Grande Americano appears in the crowd out of nowhere and rocks Penta with a headbutt from behind. Balor tosses Penta in the ring and delivers the coup de grace to him for the 1-2-3 and the pin and the win. So Penta gets pinned, and your winners are the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD McDonough. So Judgment Day wins. Now we got a women's Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat match. Roxanne Perez, Natalya, and Becky Lynch. Winner goes on to the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. In the end here, Becky delivers the manhandle slam to Natalya. Looks like she's got the match won, right? But Lyra Valkyria pulls Becky out of the ring before anything else can happen and brawls with her on the outside. Becky sends Lyra crashing into the barricade and then gets back in the ring, but Lyra pulls Becky back out of the ring again. Roxanne Perez takes advantage and connects with the Pop Rocks on Natalya for the 1-2-3 and the pin and the win. Your winner and the qualifying for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match is Roxanne Perez. And then, so we got that. It was what it was. Sheamus. Up next, we got Sheamus going one-on-one against Grayson Waller with Austin Theory in Waller's corner. Not really much here. Sheamus hit the 10 beats of the Bodhrán on Waller before following it up with a Brogue Kick for the 1-2-3 and the pin and the win. Your winner is Sheamus. And there you go. Here's where the big story of the night comes in, everybody. this is where the big story comes in. Now, it's a women's Money in the Bank qualifier, triple threat match. We got Kairi Sane, Zoey Stark, Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match for the women's Money in the Bank qualifier. So, this is where, the story of the night took place, and, sadly, it's a tragic story, which we'll get into. What's up, JQ James? How's it going, man? Thanks for coming on in. All right. So, triple threat match. Kairi Sane, Zoey Stark, Rhea Ripley. Money in the Bank qualifier. I mean, one point in this match. What's going on here? Get this page to reload. All right. So, Zoey Stark. I don't even know what Zoey was thinking at this point. She went for a missile drop kick, from the top rope all the way across the ring to Kairi Sane, which Kairi Sane was way too far away. But Zoey Stark goes flying off the ropes, lands on her knee very awkwardly. It was a gruesome knee injury, and immediately grabs under her knee, and she's screaming. I mean, you could audibly hear it. Afterwards, there's a signal to legitimate injury. Zoey Stark's helped to the back by a medical official. So now we're down to Rhea Ripley and Kairi Sane. In the end, Kairi Sane looks to land the insane elbow on Rhea. Rhea gets her boots up and exchanges forearms with Kairi in the middle of the ring. Rhea then delivers the riptide to Kairi for the 1-2-3 in the pin, and the win. Your winner is Rhea Ripley. So, Rhea Ripley wins. Honestly, I'm not really surprised. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all with what happened, with Rhea Ripley winning, but let's talk about... Well, first I'm going to get into this match, and then absolutely prayers out to Zoey Stark, her fans, friends, family. But we'll talk about that in a second, about her injury, because first I'm going to get into the rest of the show, which I believe we only have one more match. New Day make their way to the ring. Kofi Kingston says while he and Xavier Woods would love to defend the World Tag Team Championships, they haven't found worthy opponents yet. So that's all we got there. We head backstage. We see Finn Balor introduce Roxanne Perez to the rest of the Judgment Day in their clubhouse. Roxanne Perez hands Dirty Dominic Mysterio a box of chicken nuggets and Carlito an apple. But Raquel Rodriguez dismisses Roxanne Perez immediately and tells Finn Balor that Liv Morgan will hear about Roxanne Perez's visit. Finn Balor responds by telling Raquel Rodriguez that he cannot wait. So, Finn Balor, it seems like more buttons are getting pushed in the Judgment Day. Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker in the main event of the evening for WWE Monday Night Raw here. So, I mean, this is what it is. The match I mean, honestly, was the match anything great? Not really. The match just wasn't really anything great. But we'll get into it. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Well, the whole thing is, I don't know if you heard JQ James, but Sean Ross Sapp confirmed basically that Zoey Stark was the one that was going to take the pinfall in the match, but since she got hurt, Kyrie had to take the pinfall. So Kyrie Zane was not planned to take the pinfall in this match, but WWE had to call an audible here on this one. All right, in this match here, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker in the main event of the evening. Jey Uso sees Braun Breaker coming with the chair, knocks the chair out of his hand with the kick, and runs the ropes, looking to fly out of the ring to level Breaker. Heyman grabs Jay's ankle, but Jay stares Heyman down. Seth Rollins appears out of nowhere and blindsides Jay from behind, causing the disqualification. So I was like, oh god, another disqualification in the main event. I don't know about you guys. I don't like disqualification finishes, especially in main event matches. It's just something I've never really been big on. I don't like it. I never did. I don't know about you guys, but I think WWE could do better than a shitty disqualification finish. But sadly, we got one. Never a big fan of the disqualification finish. I'm just not. After the match, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker continue beating down Jay. Sami Zayn and CM Punk's musics both hit. They make their way down to the ring and come to Jay's aid. Punk and Zayn clothesline Seth and Breaker out of the ring before all four men begin to brawl with one another. Rollins and Breaker brawl with Sami through the crowd, but Punk flies off the barricade to level Breaker and Seth. The four men then continue brawling through the crowd, and Logan Paul delivers a knockout punch to Jey Uso in the ring as the show goes off the air. So, that was that. Honestly, the show tonight, if you want my honest opinion, it was rather boring. It really was. It wasn't that great of a show. It really wasn't. I don't know what you guys thought. I wasn't feeling it tonight. You know, the show was rather boring. Show is mid in your opinion, JQ James? Yeah. I mean, really, that's what this show was. It was just boring. It was mid. It was nothing special. In all honesty. Just wasn't that great. You know, we've seen much better Raws, much better WWE programming under the Triple H administration. We know this. So why we got a Raw like this, I really don't know. But I mean, SmackDown hasn't been all that great either. But, just, wasn't really feeling it tonight. It seems like since WrestleMania, wrestling has just, it's been in this, how do I say it? Like just this lull. Like where it hasn't been that great. Because I mean it hasn't. If it was good, I'd tell you. But sadly, it hasn't been all that great. It really hasn't been all that great. Um, do we expect better from Raw and SmackDown and WWE programming under the Triple H administration? Yes. I expect better. I think you guys expect better. This just wasn't a great show. I don't know what WWE can do to turn it around. I will say that Saturday night's main event, though, looks like a stacked card. It does. It looks good. They look like they loaded the show up, so I'm very pleased with that. Hopefully they continue to give us good shows like Saturday night's main event. But I mean, Raw and SmackDown just have not been that great, guys. Really hasn't. So-called new era looks like the sleepy era. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right, JQ James, for sure. It just, I don't know. Ever since Cody Rhodes won the title, too, I was never a fan of that. His title reign did not pan out, in my opinion. Nothing will be like Roman's title reign. It just won't. Roman Reigns' title run was very easily the best title run of the modern era. No doubt. And I think they should have let him hold it to at least pass Hulk Hogan. But that's another story for another day. Let's get on Zoey Stark. Zoey Stark suffers a gruesome leg injury on WWE Monday Night Raw, and she's removed from the triple threat match tonight. Zoey Stark had to be carried to the back by a ringside medical official following a gruesome injury during her Money in the Bank qualifier match against Rhea Ripley and a newly returned Kairi Sane on WWE Monday Night Raw. Zoey Stark flew off the ropes in an attempt to take out Kairi Sane with a missile dropkick, but landed wrong and her knee bent awkwardly in the opposite way and that a knee should bend. Zoey Stark immediately dropped to the canvas and clutched her leg. The camera stayed on the match for a moment before focusing on Rhea Ripley in the corner, then eventually moving to the Money in the Bank briefcases suspended above the ring before going to a commercial break. Footage posted to social media from the broadcast, shot by a fan, showed the official attempt to help Zoey Stark to the back, but she could not put weight on her leg and had to be carried up the ramp. The camera cut away again when the official scooped Zoey Stark up into his arms. The match continued and Rhea Ripley would emerge victorious. There's no official word on the nature of the damage, but a serious knee injury seems very likely. Highly likely, as the match was Zoey Stark's first match back on television following the release of her tag team partner, Shayna Baszler. Zoey Stark is also no stranger to knee injuries, as she was out of action for 9 months after tearing her ACL and meniscus back in November of 2021. As Zoey Stark returned to WWE NXT in July of 2022 after working as a producer on the brand while rehabbing her knee injury. And now, sadly, she has injured her knee again seriously, And it's very sad. It reminds me of not as bad, of course, but as far as like an injury by a woman, it's comparable to Sid Vicious. Because Sid Vicious, when he broke his leg at WCW Sin back in January of 2001, that was a gruesome injury. This was a gruesome injury. And as far as a woman's match goes, this is like the worst, most gruesome knee and leg injury I've seen in a woman's match. And thoughts and prayers go out to Zoey Stark. Um, I wish her a speedy recovery. But, you know, as we saw with Sid Vicious, like I said, Sid Vicious's injury was obviously worse, way worse. But anything with a knee, and you see how her leg and knee bent so awkwardly, any injury to that degree could sadly be career threatening. I'm hoping that's not the case, you know, that she's going to be all right. But we'll just have to watch an official word as to what the injury is, what the timetable for her return is. Do they feel she's going to be back in the ring? So we'll just have to wait and see how this goes. But thoughts and prayers go out to Zoey Stark. And as far as WWE Monday Night Raw tonight, guys, was a very average, middle of the road show. I'm going to give WWE Monday Night Raw for today, Monday, May 19, 2025. I'm going to give this show a 5 out of 10. Straight up 5 out of 10. Nothing special. It was just a show that was kind of there, and you know, that was just pretty much it. Nothing special. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. But we'll see what happens. SmackDown on Friday, Saturday night's main event on Saturday. You guys know I'll be covering it, so I hope that you know, you guys will be here for that, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. So yeah, 5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought of the show. Leave it in the comments below with your rating. What you thought of the show, what you think of the Zoey Stark injury, all that stuff. And hopefully we'll get an update on Zoey Stark's medical condition, and I can talk about it on a future show for you guys. But yeah, as far as this goes, guys, that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, straight up 5 out of 10 for tonight's Monday Night Raw episode. And yeah, we'll just have to see what's going to happen here. But I'm excited for Saturday night's main event. That show looks to be absolutely loaded. It's going to be a fantastic show. Huge card. I can't wait for that. But anyway, guys, so that's going to do it for me right here on this episode of Beyond the Ring with Big T right here tonight. So I will see all of you guys next time. And yes, there will be a next time for me right here on Beyond the Ring with Big T. I'll see you sometime, whether it be for SmackDown, Saturday night's main event, Dynamite. I would say for sure, though, Saturday night's main event will be the show I'm going to cover. But we'll see what other ones I'm going to throw in there this week as well. So, and don't forget us, and we won't forget you. And of course, if you want the best, and yes, I do mean the absolute best for all of your professional wrestling needs right here on the internet and right here on YouTube.com today. Always remember to think Beyond the Ring with Big T. And again, thoughts and prayers go out to Zoey Stark for a speedy recovery. And yeah, just hope the best for her. You know, it's a very, very sad situation when you see just such a devastatingly serious injury take place like we saw in the ring tonight. These men and women put their bodies on the line for our entertainment and things like that. Sadly, it happens, but thoughts and prayers go out to Zoey Stark, and hope she comes back better and stronger than ever. And Of course, everybody, as always, always remember and never ever forget. And thank you to everybody for coming in. Thank you to JQ James. It was good seeing him in here again after a while. So keep on coming back, guys. I'm glad to see you. But yeah, as always, always remember, never ever forget that I'm your host, Big T. And then I will see all of you at the matches. And I'll see all of you for your either SmackDown review, Dynamite review, Saturday night's main event review. We'll see. So take care, everybody. I love you all. And of course, good night, everybody.